All right, so if you look at your circuit, you've got number 1 right here, numbered for you. It says the answer is 4.8. That is not the answer to number 1. That's not how a circuit works. But we're going to work number 1, then I'll tell you what to do. So it says function f is given by this, right? So the first thing we're going to do is go to Desmos and type in exactly that, which is f of x equals 0.5 times 2.3 to the x power, okay? And there's your graph. Then what it asks you to find is f of 2. Okay, there are a couple of different ways to do this in Desmos, and I want you to understand both and understand when to use what, okay? If this was a regression, because we've done a lot of regression, if we had typed in a table, it gave us an equation and it gave me a graph, then it's not going to be in function notation. They're going to have x's and y's, right? So then I have to talk in terms of x's and y's. But here I have it in terms of f of x, so I can talk in terms of f of x. So since I want f of 2, I'm going to literally type in f of, oh, shoot. Yeah, thank you. Don't do it there. I did it there last period too. You'd think I'd learn. If I hit enter, that wouldn't happen. Thank you. F, and I usually don't realize until after I've finished typing everything. I don't know if that happens to y'all, but f of, not f of x. Good Lord. No, I'm really off. F of 2. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, so f of 2 is 2.645. And if, okay, so if this was a regression, which it's not, or even if it's not, you can do it this way, but I want you practicing with the function. If it wasn't, if I put f of 2 after regression, it's going to be like, I don't even know what f is. It only works because I defined what f of x is. I could also just say x equals 2. That's when it draws in that line for me, and I can see where they intersect, and it's the same thing. Okay, so it's 2 different ways to find the exact same information. You use this when it's in terms of x and y, and you don't have a choice for regression, but we like the function notation better for sure. Okay, so this is 2.645. Then you look at all the answers on all the other questions, and you find the one that says the answer is 2.645. If you can't find it, then your answer is wrong. This is a self-checking worksheet. So I can find 2.645. It's right here. That makes this number 2. Okay. Then on number 2, look, we're using the same f of x. But then they also give me g. And it says g of x equals f of x minus 1. What does that mean we do to f of x? No. No. The f of x minus 1, what happens to f of x graphically? It shifts down 1. Okay, if you subtract 1, it just shifts down 1, right? So could I take the f of x equation and rewrite it to make a g of x equation? Absolutely. But I don't need to, because I'm going to let the calculator do this stuff. Like, I need to be able to do that, and there's a time and place for that. But I can also just type that in right now, which is what we're going to do. So we're going to type in g of x. Oh, not there. I'm doing the same dang thing. You would think I would learn, but I don't. G of x equals f of x minus 1. Then you have both of them, and you can see that all that happened was g of x shifted down 1. But you didn't have to rewrite the equation, because yes, this equation is easy to rewrite, and that transformation is fairly simple. But if you had a really crazy equation or a crazy transformation, this will just take care of everything for you. Okay, we good on that? And then it says to find the 0 for g, right? That's just right there. That's 0.8322. So then is that answer on there somewhere? On the back at the top, right? That becomes number 3. All right, so now look, we still have the same f of x, right? I don't even have to retype it. But it asks me for f inverse of 3.2. What you can't do is type in f inverse of 3.2. That's not going to work for you. But I do know that f inverse of 3.2 would that equal my x value or my y value? Y. It's the inverse, so it would equal the x. For f, if I have f of 3.2, that means 3.2 is the x. F inverse, that means this is my y. That's my output value. So then that means that f of x is equal to 3.2, right? Having that conceptual understanding of inverses. So now I can type this into the calculator. F of x, f of x. Oh God, I did it again. Good Lord. Really not learning from my mistakes. I'll tell you what my daddy always told me is do as I say, not as I do. That's some words to live by. F of x equals 3.2. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah, the other one goes away because you see those little exclamation points over there? Because now it's wigging out because you're like, well, you defined F, then you gave me G, but then like now you said something else for F, but that's fine. Those two that it's wigging out, we don't even care about that anymore, right? You could have X'd them out if you wanted to, but it gives me an output line here. So my input is 2.22869. 2.22869. You find that, that's number 4, and you keep going. Okay. Oh, they do. They everything is to 3 decimal places and it's rounded, so you should be able to match it, right? But I don't want you to get in the habit of doing that, but you need to get in the habit of matching it. Okay. Any questions at all? All right. So y'all can work together on this, and let me know if you have any questions.